Hey y'all, welcome back to Hopped Up Beer Review. Today is our final episode of the 2024 Costco Beer Garden Collection. And it's beer number 24, and it is the Georg Rittmayer 1422 Festbier out of the Brauerei Rittmayer Hallerndorf out of Hallerndorf, Germany. Thanks for joining us.
Hey everybody, welcome to Hopped Up Beer Review, the show where we give you our unprofessional, somewhat biased opinion about the beer that we are drinking and reviewing. We're back to do that once again, and we have made it the distance. We are on beer number 24 of the Beer Garden Collection. So, gentlemen, Andy in the attic, Jay, I'm Ben. What are we drinking tonight?
Georg Rittmayer 1422 Festbier.
Yeehaw!
All right.
The Brauerei Rittmayer Hallerndorf. It's a Festbier, as it says.
All right. We have made it.
Yeah, 24 out of 24.
I like doing these calendars, but it's like by the end of the calendar, I'm like, all right, I'm ready for like the next thing, you know? Like,
well, I am looking at all that beer that we picked up before the calendar came along.
Yeah.
It looks so fun.
Yeah. So we got a lot of good stuff coming up.
I was like, I've had all these German beers. I kept forgetting to do the boot. The last one's Festbier.
There you go.
Cheers, mates.
Cheers, mates.
This was my sweet pickup in Helen.
Nice. Where'd you get that? Did you get it from a restaurant or from a store?
Yeah, we went to the Troll Tavern, you can purchase it and then you can use it for refills.
That's right. Yeah.
All throughout town. You get a
Nice.
decent, you get a reduced price.
Yep.
But I've been wanting a boot, so finally snagged one.
And it'll go great with your doll collection that you have because it probably fits onto at least one or two of them.
Fit a nice little porcelain doll foot in this. You're right. I need another one. No, they can walk fancy.
Oh, Lord.
This, as I said, is a Festbier, 5.8%. And again, we'll go by the descriptions on the Beer Garden Collections calendar. They say the aroma is a blend of sweet malt with subtle barley hops. Maybe. And the taste is a malty sweetness with slight caramel, ending with a delicate bitterness. It was so delicate. You know, I don't know how it got on, or I got onto the looking at Festbier, Martins, Oktoberfests, beers. When I was doing this one, so maybe it was on their actual website. I don't know, but so a Festbier is a German lager, and it eventually replaced Martins at Oktoberfest in Munich in the late 20th century. I can't remember if it was in the 70s or not. The style of Festbier is similar to a Helles or a Maibach, and it was first pioneered by Paulaner over there. So this is the beer that took over Martins. So evidently, if you go to Munich to their Oktoberfest, you can only get this inside the ring.
That's disappointing.
A Festbier style. From what I understood it, to say. So I was like, oh, you can't get a variety.
Yeah, if you've been to the Oktoberfest festivities, then let us know down below.
Yeah. Anywho's, this brewery, the Brauerei Rittmayer Hallerndorf out of Hallerndorf, Germany, is a microbrewery. And dating back, a brewery has been on site back to the year 1422, as we've had other Georg Rittmeyers on here. That number has been on their cans. The Keller beer, the Rausch beer, and the Weizen. It came in the Rittmayer family in the mid 1600s. I'm going to put a boot in my face.
That's our next line of tags and shorts.
If corporate ever sends us to Oktoberfest, that's our new shirt. Put a boot in your face.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do y'all have any local Oktoberfest where you are?
The brewery does one here. They call it Oktoberfest. They do all the games where you get, the holding, they do get a hot poker and put it in the Martin to kind of caramelize it a little bit to make it extra. And they just do a bunch of games and they'll have music and all.
Yeah,
they do a big Oktoberfest here. Given a military town with the German influence, I mean, there's several really good German restaurants. I think I don't know, Ben, if y'all went when you were in town, but because Werner von Braun, when he relocated here and was stationed with the Army before NASA.
Yeah, we have one of the local bottle shop / keg places has an Oktoberfest and does the steins and that sort of thing. But
don't they do an Oktoberfest in Gluckstadt? Do they do that?
They used to. They didn't have it this year for the first year, and I don't know how many. One of the churches, the Catholic churches, has long done one, and they didn't do it this last year, and was pretty disappointed in that. I've only been able to go a couple of times, and it's usually been at the tail end of the day. It seems to always, line up with when we do one of my child's birthdays. So it just has not been an event I've been able to
combine the two. Say, hey, this is your party, kid.
Exactly. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. But anyway, no.
Yeah, I was just going to say they do another really big one down in Coleman, Alabama, and Andy and I have been there.
Yeah,
it has some German influence too. So
it's good times without Ben.
I'm sure it was a blast.
It was good food.
All right, Beer Garden Collection number 24. Who wants to go first on this one? I'm thinking Jay. Jay wants to go first. You just have that look about you.
Always. Yes, I know. We need to let Andy drink, right? I think their description of the aroma is probably spot on, pretty close. The description of the tasting notes, I'm really struggling to get any caramel out of it. I get more of a malty, and the first few sips I got were kind of that almost bready, biscuity, if you would, in a little bit of a way. I do taste the subtle bitterness, but overall, I think it's good. I prefer the Martzen style to the Festbiers. Just a personal preference, I guess, but I think it's a good, easy drinking beer. I'm gonna give it a 7.5.
Yeah, I'll jump in and go next. I think that the slight bitter is really the only thing that I kind of pick up from the description we were given. I'm going to steal a line from Jay. It's when you see the can that says beer on the sitcoms, this is what I expect it to be. It's a light beer, obviously a jump above kind of the American macros because there's no corn in it. But it's just a light, easy drinking beer. There's nothing to me that there's nothing special about it. But I could see where this would appeal to a mass audience at a Oktoberfest type event because it's just a very mild beer flavor. So yeah, I mean, I would definitely have this again. I don't know that I would have to seek it out from a Festbier standpoint. I've had a couple others that I probably like a little bit better, but I mean, there's nothing wrong with this one. So I'm going to give it a 7. All right, Boot Boy.
Brew boy. I agree with Jay. Yeah, you get that malty sweetness, as it said. It tastes more bready than caramel, and just a touch of bitter on the back end. It's a solid Festbier, and I'm just carefully drinking because I'm ready for that to shoot back out of the boot. So it's allowed me to ponder the tastes. I give it 7.5 too. It's good. It's solid beer, and I would have no problem if I was at an Oktoberfest drinking this over and over and over.
Which is likely the point, right?
Yeah, get some.
And it's 5%, so it gives you that level buzz.
It feels a little heavier than 5.5. It's a full beer. It's filling.
Mouthful, yeah.
Yeah, I need go with some pretzels and some mustard. Sausage. Yeah, get some sausages.
Some brat.
All right, that's going to do it for the Beer Garden collection. Beer number 24 is the. Go ahead and say it, Andy.
Georg Rittmayer 1422 Festbier.
There you go. Thank you.
It's so easy to say.
Thank you. That is a wrap on this Beer Garden collection. Hopefully you've been joining us throughout, and I hope you have enjoyed these beers as much as we have. Appreciate you checking out this video. We got a bunch of links down below in the description for all kinds of stuff. We got some Hopped Up Beer Review merch, if that tickles your fancy. We've got some links for our social media pages, our Hopped Up Beer Review Discord server, some hardware and software that we use to produce the show, as well as some specialized glassware that we have purchased from outside vendors. So check all those out if you've not done so in the past, and be sure to like, subscribe, and cheers that notification bell. We would definitely appreciate that. Thanks for sticking with us through all of the 24 beers of the Beer Garden collection, and we will look to do something similar potentially next year. For Andy and the Attic and Jay, I've been. Cheers, mates.
Cheers, mates.
Cheers,
all right,
mates.
let's see that boot. Got to turn it.
I will not be pressured into drinking fast.